Okay, so let's talk about the lessons that we should have learned when we were reading the Grouchy Ladybug. In this story, you met two very important characters. The first character you met was the happy ladybug, the friendly ladybug. And then as she began eating the aphids, which are small, tiny little insects on leaves, in flew the Grouchy ladybug. And even though the friendly ladybug was the first person on the scene, the Grouchy ladybug decided that she should get all of the aphids. So she asked the friendly ladybug, said, "Do you want to fight about it?" And the friendly ladybug said, "If you insist, we can," because she didn't want to cow down to the Grouchy ladybug. And as soon as the friendly ladybug said, "If you insist," the Grouchy ladybug said, "You're not big enough for me to fight." So she decided to go off, and actually the friendly ladybug sent her off, said, "Well, just go find somebody who's big enough for you to fight." So in the story, the Grouchy ladybug runs into lots of different animals. She runs into a beetle, a praying mantis, a sparrow, a rhinoceros, a gorilla, an elephant. And each time, even though these animals continue to get larger, every single time when she says, "Do you want to fight?" those animals say, "Well, not really, but if you insist." And she says, "You're not big enough." So she continues on her way, the Grouchy ladybug, until she meets a whale. Now don't forget, while all this is happening with the Grouchy ladybug, our friendly ladybug is back at the beginning where the story started, and she is eating these aphids until her little heart's content and until her little belly's full. But when the Grouchy ladybug runs across a whale, she goes up to what she is not aware of, but it's the whale's tail, and she says, "Hey you, do you want to fight?" And the whale ignored her for a little while, and as she began to pester him a little more, the whale took and did what whales sometimes do. He used his huge fin, his huge tail, and he slapped the ladybug, and she flew back across the ocean and back across the land, and bless her little grouchy heart, she landed right back where she started. When she got back to where she started, she was exhausted, she was wet, she was tired, she was hungry, and the friendly ladybug continued to eat the aphids, but she invited the Grouchy ladybug to go ahead and share in the leftovers, in what was left. So let's talk really quickly about some of the lessons. Obviously, being kind, being friendly, being pleasant to be around. We could also talk about the fact that the Grouchy ladybug was a little bit of a bully. She liked to run her mouth, but then when somebody would stand up to her, she would change her mind and back down. But let's talk about when they got back together at the end of the story. And I think the friendly ladybug showed the Grouchy ladybug lots of humility, because she could have said, "You can just go on and leave. I'm going to finish these aphids." But instead, she offered to let the Grouchy ladybug help her finish up this little meal. So as we think about this time that we're at home together and we're hanging out with the people we love, I would love for you to think about the friendly ladybug and remember that she was kind, she was generous, she was gentle, she was humble, and show a little bit of those things to the people that you're with while we're away from school. If you are Caden, Charlie Mae, or Evers, Lolly loves you so much, and I cannot wait until I can get my hands on you again. If you're a student at South Elementary, please keep reading and love on the people you love. Be kind, be helpful, and be humble. Take care. Love you.